morning, everybody, and welcome back to the Miss Phins Show. I am your host, Miss Phins. Thank you for coming through, guys. Welcome back. I know it's been a minute, a few minutes actually, but I appreciate each and every single one of you guys for stopping by. Thank you very much. You thought I was gone? Absolutely not. It's called the off season, people. I too, I know, shocking. Have a life. I listen. I got life, family, work. You guys know, and I've been three, for 3 weeks straight. I was like, oh, my lord, I can't even breathe. But thankfully, we are in the clear. We're healthy now. Thank God. But yes, guys, I just family stuff. Last week, it was all crazy, but super awesome. Have a fabulous Father's Day. And guess what? I hope all of you guys had a great Father's Day. All you who are daddies, who future daddies, if you got one on the way, and everybody has had a daddy, because if not, then you wouldn't be alive. So, or even dead, because you'd still need a dad. But you know what I mean. Happy Father's Day to all fathers. Thank you. You guys make a huge difference in all of our lives. So thank you so much, fathers. Um, as far as the rest of it go, guys, man, it's the off season. You know what I mean? But that doesn't mean we stop with the content, ladies and gentlemen. And today I wanted to go ahead and talk to you guys because I was like, okay, what's going on in our world? What's happening? And then I was thinking, I should probably take a look at what our media is saying so far, because the media always hates on the Dolphins. But before we get there, you know what I'm gonna say. You know what I'm gonna do. You know what I'm gonna ask, like I always do. Go ahead and hit the like button, guys. Hit the like button and subscribe. Welcome back. Thank you. We got a few people in the building. We got Bob in the building. How you doing, Bob? Welcome. Good morning, y'all. Yes, Finza. Good morning. Shake money, shake dinero. Good morning, my neighbors. It's another beautiful day in Zamunda, as always. Thank you. Good morning, Jeremiah. Good morning, Miss Finch. Welcome back, and glad to have you back and better than ever. Thank you, sir. Appreciate all your well wishes and your prayers, guys, because it was a rough one. But I appreciate each and every single one of you guys. We got Dolphin State of Mind. How you doing, Dolphin State of Mind? Always. Good morning, Miss Smith. Got you feeling better. I appreciate all of you guys. Thank you so much for coming through, guys. Keep hitting that like button. Keep subscribing. We're so close to 1,000 subscribers, guys. But this is our channel, and we're gonna do it together. And you know what? I can't wait till we do, because when we do, then we'll be able to do our 1,000 subscriber giveaway. So yes, I can't wait to give free stuff for free. So help me out here. Let's do it together. And as always, public service announcement. You guys already know. Let's keep it clean in the chats in the comment section, and also whenever you guys are up here with me as well. And as I always say, we win together, we lose together. Dolphin for life. Because it's the thing is, the Dolphins are literally the most 500 team of all time. So if you're a Dolphin fan and you've been a Dolphin fan for a while, you know exactly what I mean. Exactly what I mean. I appreciate each and every single one of you guys coming through. Guys, everybody hit the like button. Keep hitting that like button, because it does help the algorithm. I didn't think it was a real thing, but apparently it really is a real thing. So you guys keep liking it. And guess what? They keep saying, oh, let's get more people to Miss Fence. So please, guys, let's keep hitting that like button like you guys always do, because it does help. So thank you very much. Let's see here. We're gonna start my channel. Da da da. Of course, I'm live. There you go. Thank you so much. Appreciate you. We got Miami Fan Talk Show in the building too. How you doing, buddy? Welcome. Thank you so much. Good morning, everybody. I hope everyone's doing well. Yes. Good morning. Thank you. We're live and kicking. Can't complain. Any any Rogers retreat, lady. Guys, no, I was not retreating with Rogers like some of you guys assumed that last time I was. I mean, I went camping last time. You guys swore I went on a darkness retreat. You guys are too much. Oh, it's the amazing. Glad to have you back with all the essential Miami Dolphins content. Thank you, Jeremiah. I appreciate you. Listen, Rogers. Here's what it is. What I'm more interested about, and we're gonna get into it because I thought this was very, very interesting, guys. Colin Cowherd, as always, has got something to say about the Dolphins. I mean, I guess that's technically his job, so makes sense. But listen, we have to talk about it because whether we like him or not, he does bring up a few points that I feel like we need to go over. And I definitely want to go over a few points because guess what? It helps us, see what the media out there is saying about the Dolphins. So we're going to discuss a couple of things that he brought up as far as his quick little, I don't know, it was like 40 seconds or something like that. He talked about the AFC East. He kind of quickly broke it down and gave his post draft, post coach, post meaning, not meaning camp, but like post, yeah, post draft, post coaching hires, post draft, pre training camp prediction. There you go. That was a lot of post and pre, so now you know. So with this prediction, Color has a good morning, Scotty. Man, I love it when you come in. You always got great stuff to say. Cowherd has a love hate or hate love relationship with Miami. I feel like the whole league does, at least immediate. You know what I mean? Good morning, Mark Wayne. How you doing? Good morning. Let's have a great day, Phins up. You're doing a great job, Miss Fitz. I appreciate you, buddy. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Appreciate you. Miss Fitz, is there any truth to the rumors about Dalvin Cook coming to Miami? We're going to discuss that a little bit, but you know what? I'm going to highlight it because if you guys have questions, do me a favor. Go ahead and put it in the chat. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to highlight each one and then I'm going to spend maybe 15 minutes talking about all your questions. So if you got questions, any specific questions, go ahead and put it in there and then I will go ahead and highlight it and save it for the side and then I will go ahead and answer those questions for you. So we're going to do a Q&A section. So go ahead and get those started for me. Everybody's been nice about the Dolphins because they were wrong last year. As soon as we get a loss or two, see their true feelings. Curtis, first of all, good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Um, Trust me, I know exactly what it is, but I'm going to take all the flowers possible now so I can call them out later. You know what I mean? It is what it is at the end of the day. They like us, they don't like us. We never really get, what do you call it? I feel like we never get the benefit of the doubt ever. We really don't. And you know what? It's okay. I don't mind. Quick before I start with the Dolphin stuff, I do want to go ahead and say congratulations to the Florida Panthers for making it to the Stanley Cup. Yes, we lost 4-1 to the Las Vegas Golden Knights. Bummer, we didn't win the Stanley Cup. I'm not gonna lie, that also kind of made me not want to talk to anybody. I was very upset. But it happens, you know what I mean. And you know what? At least second time in our history since '93, we made it to the Stanley Cup final, and this time we made it as an ace seed. So congrats to them at least making it. And you know what? We definitely overachieved. We had a lot of injuries, but no excuses, like always. We did what we could, and you know what? Hopefully, we'll be able to go ahead and next year and make it happen and go all the way and actually win the cup. So, congrats to the Panthers. The same thing with the Heat. Congratulations with the Heat of making it to the NBA Finals. Obviously, lost to the Denver Nuggets 4-1. Again, no excuses. Everybody deals with injuries, but I think we definitely did overperform. But did we really overperform? Even though technically, I guess since we came in as an AC, did we overperform? But realistically speaking, the year before we were number one ranked in the East. So I feel like we performed exactly where we should have been. Now we got to see what the team does, and then get back in that horse and come back. I mean, you make it to the finals in 2 out of the last 4 years, in the playoffs 3 out of the last 4 seasons. I think I'm doing not too bad. So there you go. I just want to go ahead and say that. So let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it, ladies and gentlemen. Up before I get into our topic of today, let me say hello to some more. Let's see here. Running backs unite. Let's see if the group of running backs holding firm can help their positional role. We'll see. We'll see. Good morning, G. How you doing? Good morning, Miss Finn. Sup, chat? Yes. What's up? How you doing? Love your little new avatar. It's cool. Is that the I don't know you know the Raj? No. Raja is the tiger from Aladdin. That looks like the monkey from Lion King. I forgot what they are. They're actually really deadly. You can't. It's not suggested to go near them. So you know who I'm talking about. But anyways, cool logo. Curtis, the Miami Heat just lost to the Phoenix Suns 2 days ago. I can't, man. Stop. I know what you're talking about, man. My brother said that we were talking about it. My dad too. Oh, jeez. Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. But we talk basketball with Miss Heat culture. So that'll be separate. We might do a session, you know what I mean? Separate session for that. But right now we're talking Dolphins. So let's talk Dolphins. Remember, guys, we're gonna be doing a Q&A section. So if you have any specific questions you want me to answer, just put at Miss Phins or Miss Phins. It'll highlight for me, and then I'll go ahead and save it and then answer your questions in the time. So let's go ahead and talk about it real quick. Listen, first and foremost, I got some tea from Colin Cowherd. At first, I was like, stop, and then I did some more research. I was like, so Stefan Digg apparently really is like boycotting. He's boycotting. And he can't. First of all, I thought it was great, glorious. Why am I happy? Because anything that happens with any team outside of the Dolphins, I'm happy because that means they're in turmoil and we're doing way better. You know what I mean? Good morning, Adamas. Welcome. Fins up, buddy. Fins up. But yeah, so apparently, I know it makes me laugh too, Scotty. Apparently, Stefan Diggs right now really is not having it. So there's speculations out there. Some are contractual, maybe an extension, even though he already got his money, but whatever. Some other ones, he's just really not happy with Josh Allen. We all saw, even though they try to play it down, we all saw what happened in the playoffs. He was pissed. I mean, this, you can tell when a player's upset when this man straight up stood to his quarterback and essentially told him, "We losing because of you." Like, he was so mad, called him out. It was golden. It was absolutely golden, guys. It was golden. I was so happy. Oh my gosh. I was like, and it begins. And we all remember year three, Josh Allen. I don't care who you are, you, you all know the reason why Josh Allen got better is because he got Stephon Diggs. That is, he was finally able to have a wide receiver to the caliber of where he was playing at that time. Hence why they were what? They've been Super Bowl contenders or the number one Super Bowl contenders for the last 3 years straight. Coincidentally, they also won the AFC East the last 3 years straight. So, yeah, he is not happy. Why? Because they make it so fast. 13 seconds. Then you get the Bengals. They knock you out. And we all know that had not had the Hamlin Hart situation that happened, Bengals were going to whoop the Bills in that first showing. I mean, destroy them. There was already like, what, 7-3? And the only reason why they got the 3 is because they got some bogus penalty. So, Yeah, Stefan Diggs is not happy. And you know what? The worst thing you can have is a player who's this disgruntled in the offseason because there's only a few moves that you can make him happy. And right now, I really do think his main issue is with Josh Allen. I, I mean, in my opinion. And look, listen, I'm gonna talk to my buddy Sean. He's a Red, White, and Bills guys. Go check him out. He's a Bills content creator. But him and I have spoken before, especially last year. I'm gonna talk to him again and kind of break this down. I'm gonna bring him on. Whenever he gets a moment to come on, so that way we can discuss this because, yeah. And you know what, Curtis? I think you nailed it. I think you nailed this. Diggs outplayed his contract. He realizes he's looking at all these players getting these ridiculous contracts, especially wide receivers. I mean, not quarterback. It'll never equate. You know what I mean? Two different positions. But he's seeing all these other wide receivers, and he's like, okay, all these guys are making all this money. I pretty much got this team on my back. You know what I mean? Because it's me and Josh Allen. Yeah, I know, Scotty. They just and I told you he just got his money. They just gave him a little extra money, but he's not happy. He's not happy at all, and it's because of Josh Allen, in my opinion. Good morning, good morning. Word of mouth. Diggs to Cowboys trade is going to happen. We'll see, because they don't. Cowboys. I don't know if Jerry Jones is all for spending this kind of money again. You know him. He let go Zeke real quick. So I love the drum on Buffalo. Makes me laugh. What's up, Adam S? Good morning, sir. Good morning. Um, so we'll see. But at the end of the day, of course, Scotty, 24 mil is not chump change. We're not saying that. But that's why I said there's only so much you can do. You got the cap. You got to. They had signed players. So I really do think his issue is with Josh Allen. I really do think so. Which is weird because if I'm not mistaken, and taking a look at it here right now, Buffalo Bills, when it comes to offense, they're ranked number two overall in the entire league last year. So I don't understand. I mean, they were ranked number two in the points scored. They were ranked number two in yards. I mean, and I'm talking about across the league. So Buffalo Bills, it's not like their offense wasn't working. They were doing their stuff. In passing attempts, they're ranked number eight. In total yards and yards gained by passing, they were ranked seventh. In touchdowns, they were ranked number two. So it's not like their offense wasn't working. You know what I mean? Especially if you're gonna go passing offense, they're pretty up there. You know what I mean? So it's not like they haven't been effective, but I think he's just mad. He's tired of Buffalo Bills are the Cowboys of the AFC. Boom, there you go. Buffalo Bills are the Cowboys of the AFC. We'll always get you to the playoffs. We'll never get you to the end game. That's it, ladies and gentlemen. And that is his issue. He does not like that. Because why am I going to spend all this time, put in my young years, put in my prime, into a quarterback that obviously is top five in the league? Let's not pretend like he isn't, and I don't like him, but still. If you're a true football fan, you're going to acknowledge talent. Josh Allen is talented. You know that. But he is talented. And Stefan Diggs is like, is he talented enough to get us there? You know what I mean? And I really do think the issue of him not being in minicamp is definitely a lot bigger than what they're trying to downplay it. And you know what? It's funny because Colin Cowherd said the exact same thing. He's like, it's him not doing minicamp. It's a bigger issue than what it seems. They're really trying to downplay it, but in reality, yeah, that's gonna be an issue, and I'm here for it. I'm with my popcorn, just like you are. We are enjoying them going down the plane. They'll get it together, I'm sure, but he's not happy. He is not happy. Curtis says Zeke is the best fullback in the market. Maybe, maybe. I'm trying to start as many rumors as possible to see what spreads. Dixon Allen is nothing more than a stat pattern. This is the player that lost 8 million gambling. Oh snap! Yo, Scotty, that was good. That was a good one. That was actually kind of funny. Guys, remember we're doing Q&A session today, so please put in all your questions. If you got any questions, specific questions, I already got a couple questions already highlighted, so we're gonna answer those questions in the Q&A session. But at least I want to make sure I give you guys a heads up, okay? Oh, here comes a rumor mill. Here comes a rumor mill. I heard Josh Allen made Diggs lose $10,000 in the game of Fortnite. Oh, I love it, guys. Keep them coming. Y'all are too much. So yeah, so that was the main one, guys. When he said that, I was like, Stefan Diggs, that's not a good thing. That is not a good thing. So he definitely mentioned that, and I'm glad that he did because he discussed essentially there's some turmoil in Buffalo camp. And he also mentioned a few other things that I'm going to discuss, especially because, and the reason why I'm spending time with the Buffalo Bills guys is because he really focused on Bills and Dolphins when it came to his prediction. Okay, so he had the Miami Dolphins first, Bills second, Jets third, Patriots fourth. Um, and that's I mean, I tend to agree because this is exactly how I had us. Second point that he brought in was Vic Fangio defense. Vic Fangio, bar none, not Jalen Ramsey, not anybody else. He was the best acquisition that we got this offseason. Vic Fangio. His defense right now is being replicated throughout the league, which is a good thing because then you'll know how to use it and how to go against it. So, absolutely. And you know what? I could totally see it. We already have, and it's funny because I was watching Mina, y'all know Mina from ESPN. What's her name? Uh, Mina, what's her name? You know who she is, and she was talking about the Dolphins being. Oh, that's what I was. That's what I was gonna pull up. Hold on, because talked about the Dolphins defense. So right now, according to um, PFI, the Jets are ranked number one in the league. Patriots are ranked fourth. Bills are ranked sixth, and the Dolphins are ranked 11th, according to PFI for the 2023 defense rank. Uh, Now, FPI, sorry, FPI, my bad. And as far as this ranking, I mean, I could totally understand why the Jets would be number one. They have young players. They're going to be second year really in that system with a defensive head coach. It makes sense. Totally get it. Same thing with the Patriots, fourth. They got some good acquisitions. And I mean, until this man leaves, you can't really count out the Patriots defense because Bill Belichick is a defensive player. So, a defensive coach. Mina Kims, thanks, delusional Patriots fan. How you doing, buddy? Colin makes potato chip takes. Yep. Good morning. Does it feel weird to anybody else that people are picking us to win this year? I know, right? Curtis, it's weird. Uh, yeah, I know. Good morning, Liz. How you doing? Oh, I gotta highlight this. How you doing, my friend? Thank you. Good fin flipping morning, Miss Fins. I love it. Thank you. Yes. When the Dolphins are not good, he'll flip again. That's what he is. I know he's a fair weather analysis. I mean, but again, when you get new information, you're supposed to shift. Maybe not like as much as he does, but keep hitting the like button, guys. Keep hitting the like button. So right now, the AFC East essentially has the best defensive core out of all four teams. So you got the top 11. All four teams are top 11 in the league. All four teams right now going into the 2023 season. Right now, The Dolphins. I'll tell you right now. So Miami Dolphins defensive rank last year, when it comes to points scored against, they were 24th, and yards given up 18. But right now, I think I'm reading that wrong. To be honest, yeah. Let me see here. Defense. Alright, 2 seconds there. Where is it? Okay, yeah. So right now, going into 2023 with the additions that we made, including Vic Fangio, we're ranked 11th according to FPI. And you know what? That's nothing bad with that. Having all four teams ranking in the top 11, that means that this is going to be a heavy defense focused division. But she mentioned something else that I was like, okay. Well, based on the type of defense that we have the right personnel to actually run this defense. I'm gonna talk about her, and this is why I bring up Mina Kim's, yeah, because she mentioned we have the right players to run the Vic Fangio defense, and this is gonna be a very defensive heavy um, team. Now, when you have players like what we do, oh yay, the hateration begins. I love it. That's it coming from a Patriots fan. She lied. Okay, sir. Anywho, when it comes to when it comes to the Dolphins, we have the players that we need. I mean, you got Zach, Raekwon, and Christian Wilkins in the front. Then you also got Daniel Phillips, David Long. You got Jerome Baker and Bradley Chubb as linebacker. You got Xavier Howard and Ramsey as your corners, and Brandon Jones and Javon Holland as your safeties. And that's I mean, again, and we still have young players who you can put in there as well. So we have a good mixture of both veteran players and young talent in their first or second year. Man, this is gonna be not only a really good defense, it's also going to be a fresh defense because we're gonna be able to really zub in players all the time and keep the legs fresh. You know what I mean? Now, with Big Fangio, this is what happens to everything. I mean, you guys know I'm a defensive girl. I love defense. That's my thing. With Vic Fangio, we're gonna be able to hunker down. Defense wins championships. It's gonna take all season for this defense to fully gel into what he's looking for, like fully gel, like every other team. But the difference is this defense has already played together. The only real change that we've had here, and you're looking at, is just adding Jalen Ramsey, who is at this point a veteran who's going to be able to gel in. Everybody else, I mean, and David Long, everybody else is pretty much the same. So you have some really good continuity in this defense with these players that now they're going to be able to get that solid foundation that, I mean, based on what we had before with obviously Brian Flores, he was able to utilize the players to the best of their abilities for his scheme. Now Vic Fangio is going to be able to use these players that we have, to the best of their ability for his scheme. Ladies and gentlemen, uh, right now, the Dolphins defense, you're going to see it as, to me, we're going to be defensive led. We've been consistently in the last 4 years defensively led. I think it's going to be the same this year. And Vic Fangio gives us the stability that we needed. We didn't have stability last year because we lost our head coach, and then we had what? Our assistant essentially come up. You know what I mean? So right now we have a solid, proven defensive coordinator with Vic Fangio, and that right there has to be the and I can see why he would say Vic Fangio is our best acquisition, and I have to agree because right now he's not affecting one position like Ramsey is. You know what I mean? Because Ramsey, let's be real, Ramsey is just the he's just a replacement to oh my god, I'm getting I'm so over him. I forgot his name. Wow. Our other corner, Byron Jones. There you go. He's just a replacement of Byron Jones. Byron Jones was already playing at a high level before he got injured. You know what I mean? That's why it was a 1-2 tandem. But with Jalen Ramsey, it's going to be the same thing. It's a 1-2 tandem with him and Xavier Howard. So realistically speaking, we're not really going to have that far off of a drop off. If anything, we improve because he is younger than Byron Jones. So now you're getting a really good younger player, slightly younger player than Byron Jones, who, knock on wood, has had some injuries, but not to the extent where he's out for the whole year. This right here is what you want to see. So again, continuity. That's what you want to see with this team. And that's why, yes, he's a great player, but he's one position. Vic Fangio is going to deal with the entire defense. And he's going to take those young players, like I said, like Kohu, like Crossan, all these young players that have experience because they had to play last year, and then bring up the other ones like Trill, who got injured, who's now going to be able to come and play, and actually really have some great fresh legs at all times with this defense, which is why, in my opinion, this defense is not going to be top five. This defense is going to end up being top three, in my opinion. By the time the season is over, this is going to be a top three defense. Barring obviously injury, because everybody gets injured, but barring injury, this is going to be a top three defense. We were already in the second half of the season, we were top six in the second half of the season, ladies and gentlemen. Now bring in Vic Fangio and then replace Byron because we had band-aids who band-aids performed, but still with our band-aids we were able to get top six in that second half of the season. Bring in Vic Fangio. This has to, and I absolutely agree, the best addition to the team that we had, and that is why. I mean, I can't even argue with him. It's a great point, and I'm loving it. Absolutely loving it. Zyler, Davis, Wilkins, Long, AVD, Chubb, Ramsey, Howard, Holland, Jones are starting defense. That's a top five defense. Exactly. It really is. Roger Goodell's burner. Look at this mustache. Good morning to you. Oh, snap. Dolphins defense was horrible last year. Okay, sure. Okay. Lie. Man, y'all are hilarious. I can't. Miss Smith, are you gonna be at Dolphins training camp like last year? Yes, I am. Yes, I am. I'm just waiting for those days to drop. Hopefully it's in the weekend because y'all know I work Monday to Friday. So, oh man, oh we got the Phins Tailgate in the building. Good morning, El Capitan. Preach, Miss Phins. Thank you for coming through. Appreciate it, man. Oh, that's awesome. But yeah, so that was his second point. Vic Fangio, best acquisition. Absolutely agree with that. I think that continuity, you know how I am about continuity, consistency, which is what we've lacked. Now we're going to be able to establish that foundation and get that consistency with us. So, yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited. And then the last thing that he brought, which was actually kind of interesting, but um this one I'm really gonna enjoy to bring. This one's the one that kind of made my heart feel good. You know what I mean? Because you know what? At the end of the day, listen. If I made a mistake, I made a mistake. Hey, I'm sorry. I own up to my mistakes. There's no problem with that. But One thing that I want is I don't care who gets us there. I want to win. I don't care if it's the Girl Scout cookie girl or captain. I don't care if it's Tua. I don't care if it's anybody. I don't care if it's the water boy that gets us to the Super Bowl and win. Whoever it is, I want to win a Super Bowl. You know what I mean? Good morning, Kenna. How you doing, buddy? That's what I want. I want to win the Super Bowl. But he mentioned this last point I'm gonna bring out, and I'm like, oh, oh. Ladies and gentlemen, our Miami Dolphins head coach outcoached the Buffalo Bills head coach. Yes, yes, and yes. Literally, Colin Cowherd said that he watched an offensive head coach go up against a defensive coach like McDermott. And he specifically said McDermott. He didn't even say the name, but he said Buffalo, so obviously he's talking about Buffalo. We went up against them 3 times. The only team we played against 3 times last year. And the point differential within those 3 times was 3 points. Out of those 3 times, yes, we only won one. Fine, I get it. But guys, you're talking about a rookie head coach taking over a team that just lost their head coach, had all this drama, blah, blah, blah. All of that. Rookie head coach with a controversial quarterback, a controversial seventh round pick, QB who well, essentially he picked, but you know what I mean. Controversial owner. And guess what? If we were a puff away from winning that playoff game, I don't care what anybody tells me. And yes, I said it, and you know what I mean. If you know what I mean, you know what I mean. We were a puff away. If this man was paying attention to the game the last 4 minutes, we would have won that game. But whatever. Neither here nor there. With a seventh round rookie. Like, come on, man. It's not even fair at this point. You know what I mean? So now we're gonna have our second year in that continuity in that offense, which is always great for players, especially your field general, which is your QB. You know what I mean? Guys, Matt McDaniel outperformed McDermott. You can't tell me that you have a team who is 3-time division winners back to back to back, have top 2 offense in the league and defense, and Super Bowl contenders every single year, plus the Super Bowl contending favorites for the last 3 years. Okay? I don't know how. The Chiefs win the Super Bowl and Buffalo Bills is the number 1 contender Super Bowl. I was like, who is making these numbers? Because it just makes no sense. Like, how do you Chiefs just won and you're gonna still pick the Bills? Like, no, I'm done. Done. I don't care. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, ridiculousness. And guess what? And that rookie head coach with his 7th round QB, late pick too, literally was just a few minutes away from beating them in the playoffs, which we hadn't been in like 20 plus years. Matt McDaniel outcoached McDermott, period. Absolutely outcoached McDermott. And I'm telling you right now, guys, oh, my Lord. Tua was annihilating the Bills in that second game in Buffalo in the snow. We had a couple of mistakes that we made. They took advantage, didn't let go of the ball. I can tell you exactly. It was 5 minutes and 22 seconds left, if I'm not mistaken. When they got the ball back, I said, we're not getting this ball back. I know my team. I know my opponents. And when I saw what I saw, we're not getting the ball back. By then, it was slightly raining and blah, blah, blah. But that doesn't matter. Because even Tua said it. Guys, you realize it snows in Alabama, right? Like, not that much, but it still snows. So, and I can attest to it because my brother, when he played football in Alabama, like, it gets it's super cold to buy him a jacket because boy was not prepared. But yeah, it gets super cold in Alabama too, all those mountains. But yeah, so he outcoached McDermott 3 times last year. We have much better coaching than he did. So now we got, in my opinion, we got a better defensive coach. Leslie Frazier, decent coach. I'm not gonna pretend like he's not. He's a decent coach. Will forever have one of the best meme gifts in my life. I've never seen a coach literally lose it on national television and destroy his whole desk because he was so mad he lost that game. Oh, it was hilarious. It was mwah, beautiful. Mwah, beautiful. So yeah, keep hitting that like button, guys. Keep hitting that like button for me. That was amazing to me. So we have the better defensive coaching now with Vic Fangio, experience and all. And we have the head coach who now is in his second year with his team. Continuity. He laid the foundation. Now he gets to build on that foundation. Oh, oh. Guys, when I made my prediction, I wasn't trying to be like a super homer Dolphins fan. I was being super serious when I said I'm not afraid of the Bills. The Bills, yes, they're good. They will be tough. This division is no longer the Bills. This division is wide open. Mr. Wide Open, Mr. Wide Open, Mr. Wide Open, Mr. Never mind. Sure, on this channel. Um, but yeah. So right now, all 3 points that he brought in, ladies and gentlemen, I have to agree 1,000%. Dolphins are gonna win this division. Absolute, barring some catastrophic like disaster of injuries, and I mean injuries. This is the Dolphins division. Period. It really is. And you know what? Some people are gonna give us our praise. Some people are gonna be like, okay, Dolphins. Some people are still gonna hate, and you know what? That's fine. Bring it on. You if you don't have haters, you haven't made it. I'm loving all the haters. Keep bringing the hate, but let's guess why? It's not gonna change the fact the Miami Dolphins are winning this division this year. Mark my words. And my buddy Color and I, we went through it. Did we do this private or did we do this in person? Did we do this live? To be honest with you, I can't remember. But whether it was, I think it might have been first. Check my last video. I think I did. Yes, it was my last video, but it might have been offline. Anywho, I'm gonna bring Color back in a minute. We got some work on the works here, so. But yeah, guys, I have to agree. I have to absolutely agree. Buffalo Bills right now, they got issues in their camp. Literally, Diggs is just not having it right now. He's gonna want some changes. Hey, I just saw Kenna. Hey, what's up, Kenna? How you doing, buddy? How you doing? So, absolutely, Buffalo right now. I'm not saying they're in shambles because they're not, but they got some rough feathers right now, and they got some stuff to work out. It's always a great thing. Vic Fangio, I have to agree, has to be the best acquisition to give us the foundation we need for defense and really utilize it. Now, Ken, I know you said Vic doesn't even know if his defense will work with the players we got. I know he said that before, but I feel like every coach says that. You know what I mean? I feel like every coach does. Um, but yeah, I mean, hey, that's what it is. And then the last thing is that Miami Dolphins does have better coaching than Buffalo. We outcoached Buffalo. And guys, the point differential alone will tell you that we literally like there's no, what's the word I'm looking for? The gap. That's what it is. The gap that was before, it's not there anymore. There is no, literally the Dolphins. There was a gap between Bills and Dolphins. The Dolphins have closed that gap. It's no longer a gap. This is flip a coin and you'll see who. You know what I mean? So hey, we got Ron. Tortilla, how you doing, Ron? Hey, Miss Phins. How are you? Keep up the good work, girl. Thank you so much, Ron. I appreciate you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Keep hitting that like button, guys. Uh, keep hitting that like button. Kenna says, I know you saw TV show last night title. No, I didn't. Actually, I haven't even. Guys, I'm so busy. I haven't even seen anybody still in the last like week and a half. Honestly, I don't even know who has done what. I haven't looked at Dolphins anything since this morning. Like I had to like do my research this morning. I was like, what am I gonna talk about? Okay. I've been completely out of it. I don't like. I've been completely out of it. To be honest with you, I had no idea what anybody has said. But I mean, it don't mean I won't. Try to catch it when I get some time. You don't know I love TV. But yeah, there's I don't even know what he's saying because I have no idea. But I mean, I'll catch it. He's a man. Come on, time to pay to Les Ringo has been trying to get this done. I've been trying to get this done for 2 years. Yes, you have, delusional. You're hilarious. Good morning, Ty. Welcome, buddy. Good morning, everybody. That's awesome. So if Tua works out, what spot we go for in the draft? Oh, okay, great question. Keep bringing the question. I'm about to do the Q&A in just a minute. So I'm highlighting all the questions, guys. So if you got a question, um, go ahead and put it in there because right now, I want to be able to go ahead and answer those questions for you guys. We'll definitely discuss that. Dolphins won past fourth. Jets Bills will battle for second. And Scotty, I agree with you 100%. You can't count on Aaron Rodgers. You know what I mean? To me, he's highly overrated, but that's just to me. People are gonna hate on my take, but I have my reasons for why. First of all, I don't like him. It has nothing to do with his personal life. I don't like him as a player. Period. Um, he's a really good He's a really good quarterback. Really, really good quarterback. Super Bowl winning quarterback. You know what I mean? But to me, he's overrated, in my opinion. And he should have never won that last MVP. That should have been Tom Brady. I don't care what anybody tells me. Tom Brady had a much better year than Aaron Rodgers. But whatever, whatever, whatever. Let's see here. Mm, yeah, agree, agree. With the safety positions, I see Javon starting, but I believe the other safety positions up for grab. People keep forgetting Elliott, who has established his offseason. That is true. Dolphins state of mind. He's going to be great. Let's see here. Bills will finish third in the division. There's an argument to be said about that. You know what I mean? There is definitely an argument. Uh, I believe Elliott starts over Jones. That could be two. That could be two. Brandon Jones, because he played last year, that's the reason why I give him that leg up over Elliott because he's already played with the team. He already has that chemistry with Javon. You know what I mean? But that's essentially it. Why I give him that. Yeah. Let's see here. What else you guys say? What else you guys say? There is still a gap between Bills and Dolphins. Get out of here, please. Da, 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 da. GD was talking about Miami thinking of extending to a long term. Okay, we definitely talk. We'll talk about that. Apparently, the organization is thinking of paying him now on the cheap. If we're gonna pay him now, would be the best time. I would not pay him after this year. in my opinion. Now I could totally see that. I could. Well, no, it's a twofer. We'll talk about it in the Q&A. Give me a second here. Scotty, it's really hard for a QB to move teams and make an instant Super Bowl run. Rodgers isn't Brady, in my opinion. Agreed. Thank you, Aaron. Only won the MVP because the other riders had to show they're not like the riders that trashed Rodgers. First of all, I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this once and for all. A player's personal life is their personal life. I could care less. All I care about is what are you doing on the field. I could care less what he does on the off the field. And anybody that comments on a player's off field stuff, I'm sorry, you literally have nothing else to say. You have nothing else to say. Each player gives you great material for you to go ahead and break down and do your job. And if you can't talk about the player being a player and their football plays, yeah, you're really lazy reporter, in my opinion. Like we shouldn't even let their personal lives be their personal lives. I care less about their personal lives. I want to see what you're doing on the field. That's what people are paying money to see. Not the off the field stuff. Bringing that up has nothing to do with the on field play, and I can't stand that. That's why Aaron won that MVP. It's ridiculous. I can't. And it's not about the whole hating or blah blah. No, stop. He did not earn that MVP. Period. That's all it was. Good morning, Michelle. It's my girl. How you doing? How you doing? What's up, everybody? Fins up. Yeah. Remember when that writer got a vote? Writer, you got a vote for MVP. Went on a rant about how he would never vote for Rodgers. I guess, but at the end of the day, I'm over it because it's ridiculous. He should have never. He he did not win the MVP that year, in my opinion. Football wise, Brady destroyed him in every category, and I'm not even a Brady fan. That's what pisses me off. That's what annoys me. I have to go plus Brady when clearly Aaron Rodgers should have never won. That whole argument, Aaron Rodgers, I've always gotten my whole life. Aaron Rodgers is a better quarterback than Tom Brady. I look at people that tell me that, and I'm like, why am I even gonna bother with you? It's not even. You clearly are delusional because you. I don't know, and this is when he was a Patriot, and I'm like, I hate the Patriots with a passion, and no way am I taking Rodgers over Brady. Like, get out of here, jeez. Let me team the AFC and make the playoffs in 2023. Okay, we can discuss that too, Jeremiah. Uh, yeah, because that rider was on the MVP committee. Yeah, I get it. I get it. Delusional, but still, it's ridiculous. So let's go over the Q&A session, ladies and gentlemen. We're doing our Q&A session real quick because I want to make sure that we answer your questions. Any other questions? Feel free to put them in here. Okay, so let me go to my question wherever I can find them. Okay. So, first question. Miss Fins, is there any truth to the rumor of Dalvin Cook coming to the Miami Dolphins? Guys, every possibility out there, in my opinion, if we don't make an attempt, you know what I mean, then our team is not making they're not doing their job or doing their due diligence. I do think there was inquiry. Now, I don't have sources when it comes to this. I'm just telling you based on my personal opinion, what I've read so far, and I mean, could it happen? Sure. Now that he's no longer with the Vikings, it just really all depends on is he willing to take a team friendly contract? Because that's to me that's what it boils down to. Again, you guys know that I don't think we need him, but would I take him? Absolutely, I'll take him. Who doesn't want talent? I will always take talent. I still don't think we need him, in my opinion. So, but is there any truth to it? Yeah, there's absolutely truth. And coming to Miami, there's a reason why. I mean, in those rumors, There's a reason why. Yes, inquiries have been made, and the team has checked it out. He obviously wants to come. It's all on if we do make this move. Are you gonna give us a team friendly deal? In my opinion, that's what it's gonna boil down to. Next question from Kenna. So if Tua works out, what spot we go for in the draft next year? So if Tua, oh, I love this question. If Tua works out, what spot do we pick next year's draft? Mm, okay. If Tua works out, let me explain what would happen for the Miami Dolphins. And now anybody that tells me, well, when Tua was healthy, we were winning, stop. Maybe you missed the last four games he played in. I know I didn't, but maybe you did. So stop. We're not even gonna mention that. You, yeah. Mm. But this is what I will tell you. Tua working out means Tua played 17 games. Just so you guys understand this. Tua working out means Tua plays 17 games. Out of those 17 games, I feel like he's gonna poop the bed maybe twice. It's gonna happen. It's always just that one game he just really just bomb. I don't think it'll be as bad as 11 yards in the first half bomb, but um, it just happens. So let's say two of them bombs. You know what I mean? Tua playing all essentially the entire season, staying healthy. Second year in the same offense. That mean is something that he hasn't had in his career, which is consistency, continuity. Now that he's gonna have that continuity with the same head coach in the offense, essentially the defense is not his job, so I'm not even gonna speak to them. Um, that right there, I really do think it's gonna be. I think it's gonna be what do you call it? Very, very, very interesting. I see what you mean. I'm gonna tell you in a second, dude. I gotta give you my reasoning as to why I'm saying the spot that we end up doing. Traditionally speaking, the Miami Dolphins I've always picked between the 18th and the yeah, we're middle of the road. So we between 16 and 25 is when we end up almost always picking because middle of the road. Dolphins do what they're supposed to do this year. Tua working out. We're gonna be in the playoffs. I do see us at minimum second round. We're gonna be picking 26, 27, 28. If we don't make the Super Bowl, 28 in my opinion. 27, 28. Yeah, yeah. If now, granted, I know you said TD. He said we don't know because we still have holes. Absolutely, we still have holes. Y'all know I've been clamoring for that middle linebacker, and obviously, you know that I still want a real tackle. I want another tackle. Um, but I'd say between 26 and 28, making the playoffs, getting to that second round between 26 28, which means you went far in the playoffs. That's what that means. To a working out, that's what that would mean. Because guys, people forget, and even I mean, not that I forget, but even I say it, like as much as I want another tackle, guys, our O line went from 32nd to 22nd. You know what I mean? That bad O line still managed to allow our running backs to do 4.8 yards per carry. Still allowed Tua to have the most longest pass in the league last year. and the best longest passing percentage in the entire league last year. That's the O line. Now, can we obviously upgrade? Yes, absolutely, we can upgrade. But Greer, he's gonna stick to his guns. Keep hitting that like button for me, guys. Keep hitting that like button. So it's a great question. I would say between 26 28. Everything works out. Tua works out. Like Tua really works out. He's playing all game. Bums maybe one or two games. You know what I mean? 26 28. I'm talking minimum second round. Expectation AFC championship, in my opinion. So yeah, that's where I'm at with that. So great question. Great question. Miss Vince, how many teams from the AFC East make the playoffs in 2023? Do the Jets miss the playoffs? Hilarious. Well, how many teams? So again, I had the Dolphins winning the division, and when Color and I were talking, I actually had us going number two in the AFC, and that may be high for some people. But guys, I don't know if you recall, but for about I would say a third of the season, the Dolphins were ranked number one, number two, like top three teams in the AFC. So I think we can build on that again, barring Tua staying healthy and actually working through his stuff. I put us at number two. I think the Bills will make the playoffs too. They'll come in at number five in the division. Um, and I think the third team, if we were to go ahead and get another team from the AFC East to come in, not all 14, Patriots are not making it. They're out. They're done. Even I know I've heard this was like a couple weeks ago. I heard Master at Worst, a super fan for the Patriots. He was like, "Yeah, I just want us to tank, and so that Bill Belichick is no longer here." But um, yeah, I would say definitely gonna be at most three, but realistically, I think two. It'll be the Dolphins at number two, in my opinion, and then Bills at five. Yeah. So, oh, I gotta have a show for this. Yeah, Bills at five, and then to be honest with you, I didn't even have any other team in the AFC East making it, but maybe the Jets can squeak by number seven, maybe, in my opinion. So yeah. Uh, so what spot do we put us? Oh, okay, yeah, that was so. Like I said, between 26 and 28. Let's see here. Wait, I think the talent spread around the AFC we'll see two teams from three divisions. I think one division will stack the playoffs. My opinion. Okay. I love that Cook and D Hop said they would love to team up together right after saying D Hop wants 15 million and Cook 10 million. Any team got 25 million? Nope. To your question, no team really. I mean, I'm sure there's a team that has some money, but nobody's making that. Nobody's making that. Like, no, that's first of all, I love D Hop. He's got miles on those tires, but he's still got plenty to go. You know what I mean? Same with Cook, in my opinion. But ain't no way I'm spending $25 million on those two guys. It's not gonna happen. And at max, I mean, I'd give them like a 2 year contract. Realistically, 1 year contract. If they're willing to work, maybe 3 years, so I could spread some of that money. But no. Again, guys, wide receivers. What are we talking about? Yo, we got two top 10 wide receivers in the league. What are we talking about? I love D Hop. Love him. Loved him when he played with um in Texas with Deshaun Watson. Loved him. One of my favorite wide receivers. Absolutely love watching him play. My God, those hands, that speed, and the way he cut his route. Oh, beautiful. Absolutely love D Hop. Same with Cook. Cook, the minute he got in the league, he was burning everybody. I absolutely love Cook too. He was cooking. But come on, man. Let's no, no. We don't need either of them. Will I take them? Bring me all the talent in the world. If we can afford it, let's get it. You know what I mean? But come on, guys. We don't need them. And I know Greer, and I already told you we had this discussion already. Greer's gonna want to take money into the season because players get hurt. Yes, guys, do me a favor if you can, just like Liz says here. Please get your fin flipping fingers to like and share Miss Finn. So thank you guys. Do me a favor, quick like. Let's get a like session. If you haven't hit the like button, I need you to real quick get out, hit the like button, and come right back in, guys. Please let everybody else know that we're here. Good morning, Mud Bun. How you doing, buddy? Love seeing you always. Number one, Miami. Number two, Jets. Number three, Bills. Obviously, Patriots. Four. You know what? Colin Cowherd had Dolphins, Bills, Jets, Patriots. That's how I have them too. But I totally agree. I mean, the Jets definitely have a because they got Aaron Rodgers, and that's really where they were lacking quarterback need. They can absolutely battle the Bills for the second spot in the division. Absolutely, great one. Good morning, Chris. How you doing? Good morning, fam. Hello. Can you imagine D Hop would do for Mac Jones with Parker and Juju? Yeah, that's. I mean, I'm not trying to have him go to the Patriots neither. Like, not at all. Not even a little bit. But but yeah, that's gonna be very. It's gonna be very interesting where he ends up. Both of them when they end up landing. So let's see here. Dolphins to the mind. You say the Miami Dolphins front office is talking about giving Tua a long-term contract. Would you give him a contract at this point in his career with his injuries? Man, look at you bring that excellent question. Before I answer that question, I want to say to Reba real quick. Good morning, hey y'all, Miss Fans, how you doing, buddy? Good morning to you, sir. Right back to our questions because it's Q&A session. So, would you give Tua a contract at this point with his injuries? Oh Lord, we've had this discussion now as well. It boils down to, in my opinion, a couple of things. Obviously, health. I can see why they would want to give him a contract now in the off season. Well, let's just get. They're probably looking at the quarterback class. Do we want to draft another quarterback? Like, it's all quarterbacks are always hit or miss. The good ones are never really in the first round unless you're like the number one overall. And the only number one overall that I've seen in the last 5 years that was actually really decent and good, Joe Burrow. That's pretty much it. Excuse me. So yeah. Uh man, I've had this conversation before. So it's twofer. Let me answer this two ways. For me, I would want to see what you got. I need you to stay healthy this whole year. Then I'm gonna give you a contract next off season. You know what I mean? We already got his 5th year option. You know what I mean? So that's what it is. Now, if they think, hey, we're gonna have Tua and he's the man, in my opinion, I would wait till next off season. You know what I mean? I want to see what you do this year. I need to see you play the whole season. Can your body withstand an NFL season? A whole season. A. And can you play at a high level consistently? We've seen you when you play good. We've seen you when you play bad. You know what I mean? I need that consistency in play. That's important. Like, really important to me. So, because of that, I'd have to say it'd be premature for us to give him a contract this offseason. So I wouldn't give him. I personally would not, because you're asking me. I would not give him a contract this offseason. I know, on the cheap, on the low. You know what? On the cheap, on the low. If Tua really want. Okay, let me put it to you this way. We don't give him a contract. We try to give him a contract next year. Now he's demanding $16 million a year. Some ridiculousness. Are we paying Tua $60 million a year? No, it's not happening. Because although he may have been good this one year, that doesn't mean he's going to be good the year after. You know what I mean? So let's say we let him go. What's our backup plan? At the end of the day, honestly, I'll take my chances. I'd rather take my chances. If he balls out this season and stay healthy, he will be more expensive next offseason. I understand that. I get that. But how much? Oh, this is a great question. Oof. Can I'm gonna answer? I'm gonna bring your question up real quick. And look who we got in the building. Good morning, Ian Dolphin fan. How you doing, buddy? Walker, creeping in with the eyes. I love it. Love it. Love it. Michelle says giving to it a long term extension would be negligent at this point. He hasn't proven enough and hasn't played in a playoff game yet. Yeah. Yes. Yes. There's no. I can understand where you're coming from with that one, Michelle. Kenneth says if Tua signs a contract now, he's not that guy, or he's not the guy. The Patriots are finishing dead last, regardless of what anyone says. Jeremiah says that's hey, I get it, I get it. And now I understand where you're coming from, Dolphin State of Mind. He's gonna be more expensive. Now some people say, well, you can't just assume he's not gonna be money. Guys, we already set him and his whole family up for life. What do you think Atalia, Tualia, his brother is not even entering, which that's ridiculous in my opinion. If you ever wanted to live out your dream and your dream was to go to NFL, I don't give a crap what my sibling did. I'm going and I'm going to take my shot. You know what I mean? But he's not entering the NFL. So all their money, because he's family oriented, they're all family oriented family, like my family. You make it, we make it. I make it, we all make it. Anybody make it, we all make it. So they already got millions. The $32 million fully guaranteed he got, plus the $23 million from the fifth year option. This man already has had $55+ million fully guaranteed in 5 years. Essentially $10 million contract a year, every single year. What it would average, 5 year contract. 10 plus, almost $11 million a year, essentially. All guaranteed. This man already made his money. We don't owe him anything. And guess what? But look at Drew Brees. He was great. He won a Super Bowl. He did this. He was phenomenal. He played for a million years, and look at all he. I get that. I don't crown people before they do something. To Michelle's point, he hasn't done enough. He hasn't done enough, in my opinion. So no. Even if it'll be more expensive, we'll discuss it later. But I'm not gonna pigeonhole myself to a player. I can't do that. Because I know this fact. This is a fact that I don't think a lot of people. In 20 years, Tua Tagovailoa will not be in this team. You heard me. In 20 years, he won't be in this team. And it's not about one player. It's about that logo. It's about this logo, guys. It's about this logo. That's all that matters. The Lombardies. It's about this logo. This logo. Period. It's not about one player. And people and players still don't get it. You want the money or do you want the infamy? Is it infamy? No, no, no. Am I using that right? Or do you, like the infinite fin? I don't even know if I use that right. Do you want to be forever known as, essentially, not one of the greatest of all time? You know what I mean? Tom Brady literally laid out the track for everybody. You want to accomplish and get rings? You want rings? Hello? But people are always thinking about themselves. So another great question. Kenneth says, how much of Tua bowling out is cost of the team or him? So 50-50 in my opinion. 50-50. It's not a one player game. In basketball, you got five players in the court, 5-5, 5v5. You can have one player take off and destroy the other team with some assistance of the other player, but mainly, that guy went off. You know what I mean? Kobe went for 60, even though I don't even like Kobe because I hate the Lakers. I respect his play. Jordan, single handedly, essentially. But nobody does it by themselves, really. But you have a better chance, statistically speaking, of taking over a game by one person. And football's a little bit different because it's 11 versus 11. I have to say 50-50. If Tua's not delivering the ball, these boys are not getting it. If the defense is not doing their job, they're going to let everybody get in for touchdowns. You see what I mean? So I'd say 50-50. That's what it's going to be. But does that mean that he gets the bag if it's just him? Mm. Scotty says, I'm fine with the fifth-year option. That was the right move. Yeah, at least he's get his money. You get 23 mils. Let's see what you got this year. You know what I mean? And then we can reevaluate. Okay, how long are we going to do this contract? Because realistically speaking, look, I'm going to do a contract where I can move my money as much as possible. I'm thinking instantly, if he's the man, 6-year contract, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, you heard me. I want a 6-year contract because I want to extend that money and have votable years after. I want a 6-year contract where I'm moving that money. Realistically, it's going to be more of a 3-4 year contract where I still got 2 years that I can move on from him if I don't want him no more. You know what I mean? So yeah. Good morning, Michael K. How you doing? Jimmy James. Good morning, Jimmy James. Sorry, I meant to read that and completely went off. He's already under contract for next year for 23 mil. Exactly. So welcome, Jimmy James. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Good morning, Michael K. How you doing, buddy? Let's see here. Good morning, Boleg. Welcome. If Tool signs a contract now, this is the organization letting us know this and a scapegoat for him giving the contract before he proves himself is not good. We're about to be stuck. Okay, let me reread that because I'm going to interject some letters in here. Sorry, but I know you were typing, and trust me, it happens to me all the time too. It still signs a contract now. This organization is essentially telling us, knowing full well that this isn't a scapegoat for him, giving him the contract before he actually proves himself, and we're gonna get stuck. This is not good. I get it. I understand why you would feel that way, Bolek. And good morning to you. And again, happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there. Happy Father's Day. I totally get it, guys. We're gonna get stuck, but I'd rather know that after this year. I'd rather know that after. Heck, if I'm gonna be honest with you, I'd rather know this year and know next year, and then give him a contract. Yep, you heard me. You heard that right. How about this then? How many other QBs can easily replace Tua if you got more than 5 or 5? He's nothing special. I get it, Kenna. I understand where you're coming from, but again, it just depends. I'd rather see the consistency from Tua, consistently good play, high play, great play, actually. Play at a high level consistently for me, stay healthy, and actually go through your progressions, get the ball out to the right play. I'm signing you for minimum 6 years, man. I'm telling you right now, I have no problem in doing it. I have no problem in doing it. It'll be something my team hasn't done in years, if we're gonna be honest. It'll be something my team hasn't done in years. And some people would say, well, what do you mean, Miss Finch? We signed Tannehill to an extension. We gave him an extension. Yeah, I get that. Excuse me. We did give him an extension. We traded him afterwards. I get that. But look at how many times have we done that in the last 25 years? You see what I mean? Good morning, sweetie. How are you? I'm doing well. Thank you so much for asking. Appreciate it, buddy. Michael K. Say, why not 10 years, 50 mil per year? The AFC East will thank you. Yeah, no, thank you. I'm good. I'm good. Let's see here. My bone says, not everyone can get his special rules like Brady. Mm, Stop right there and say 1000% right, Mudbone. Seriously. Not anyone can get away with multiple cheating scandals. Facts. Nobody but Brady can get away with tampering on a yacht and get away with it scot free. Another fact. Mudbone is just shooting from the hip at this point. So I totally get that. um, I absolutely get that. Giving to an extension right now, way too premature. You would have to, and I'm talking. Look. The only way I can see an extension right now, and to I think Jamie already said it, if I'm not mistaken. He's already on a contract for next year for $23 million. um, I would say if we were to get Tua on a contract, you're looking at $20 million a year. I'm okay with that. Give him $20 million a year for 6 years, fully guaranteed. I'm all for that. If that's the extension we're giving, $25 million guaranteed. Let me exaggerate. $30 million guaranteed, fully guaranteed for the next 6 years. But remember, guys, that money would also take into account this year he's already going to be in a contract, and next year he's going to be in a contract. You see what I mean? Yeah, I'm for it. If that's the extension they're talking about, let's do it. Why not? Let's do it. And knowing them, they're probably gonna give him a huge signing bonus, so we can have 2 years in the back. I'm thinking like my Chris Greer and my GM. We're gonna take those 6 years, put them into four, give him a big signing contract, have the last 2 years voidable with very minimal cap, dead cap, and we're gonna use this year that's coming up as part of that money that he's gonna be getting, and turning that fifth year option into part of his signing bonus. Oh yeah, I'm totally okay with that. Absolutely okay with that. If that's the type of contract they're thinking about, let's do it. Because what, 30 million times six, that's $180 million, guys. $180 million in 4 years. That is $40 million. It'll look like 40.5 mil, $45 million a year for those 4 years, essentially. But you end up doing what, $40 million, right? So we'll do $40 million for 4 years. That's 120. With the last 2 years, you're gonna have six. The last 2 years, you'll have what, $30 million. But we're not considering the fact that some of that money is gonna end up being signing bonus. So realistically speaking, we'll probably give him like a 30, $40 million uh signing bonus on top of what he's already going to be making in his guaranteed fifth year option. So that'll make it look like a $50 million signing bonus overall. And then our debt cap in the last 2 years is probably end up being maybe like 5 mil every year, in the last 2 years. I'm for that. Because it'll make it seem like, ooh, Tua making $40 million a year for the first 4 years. Last 2 years, debt cap $5 million. You know, I'm just giving you rough estimates, guys, because obviously, eh, um, we don't have a contract set. But if that's the case, I'm 1000% and give him that money today. If that's the type of contract they're talking about, give him that money today. 180 million dollars is nothing. Nothing. I'll happily pay him 180 million dollars. Yeah. When you're talking about $250 million contracts right now with quarterbacks, give him the $180 million. Make him feel like, ooh, $40 million contract a year. Get out of here, man. Kirk Cousins has been. People don't realize this. Kirk Cousins has been the most consistent, highest paid QB, honestly, in the last like 10 years. Like this man reset the market almost every single time he's gotten paid, making 45 million when everyone else was making 25, 30 million. So yeah, you can get some good money. Make him feel like he got some money. You know what I mean? So I don't know what you guys think. I thought my contract was great. It's team friendly too because it gives us a 2 year out. You know what I mean. We could still spread that money if we need to restructure and maybe move like a little extra more money down the road. I'm 1,000% for the contract I just laid out. And if you didn't hear it, go back to it because I'm not repeating it. That's an excellent contract in my opinion because it gives you enough time. Okay, we're really gonna dig our heels. This is it. Forget it. We're not going nowhere. We're tired of flip flopping. Fine. Let's go all in. Who's the man? Like, let me not say this other thing because then people are gonna hold me onto it. But essentially, I'm gonna buy something that says Tua. You know what I mean? Oh wait, do I already have something that says Tua? I don't think so. I already got something that says Tua. I got his actual signature, ladies and gentlemen. Yes. Um. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm totally for that type of contract. If that's the case, it'll make him feel like, oh, he's making this money. He'll get his almost $200 million, not including the endorsements he's gonna be making off because we've all seen him with that muscle milk. So this will be win 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 in my opinion. If they want to do it prior to because they're like afraid that oh maybe he might cost way more later. Fine. That's the only contract I'm okay with, or at least the close enough contract to what I just mentioned. And to me, it's gonna be the best thing for the team if that's what they want to do, because the cap is gonna go up. We secure our player on the low. The cap is gonna go up, but that cap is not gonna be for him. That cap is gonna be for the players we're gonna continue to have to surround him. So we can pay Phillips, we can pay Waddle, we can pay Christian, we can pay all these other players, Javon, like all these other players that you know are gonna be coming up for their money. We'll be able to pay those players. Man, what a great set. I'm really loving today's show, man. I don't know about you, but I feel good. I'm loving today's show. Absolutely loving today's show. Keep hitting that like button, guys. Miss Fins, what do you see Mahomes restructure ending up? I'm gonna be honest with you, Scott. I haven't looked at it yet. I think that's gonna be very interesting. Obviously, we all know that he got that $500 million contract for 10 years, $50 million a year, but we all know that gets restructured. I'm not entirely sure. I have to take a look at how much money um he has. So maybe we can go over contracts and stuff like that on Thursday. But I don't know specifically how they're gonna do it because this is the thing. Yeah, they won the Super Bowl. Yeah, they lost Tyreek, which they were able to save that money and really utilize it for those other key players that they brought in. But those key players that they brought in only came in for like a year or two. You know what I mean? Max. So you got rented players. They're a little bit top heavy right now. Plus, if I'm not mistaken, Kelsey's up for, unless he did his contract last year, I believe Kelsey's up for an extension next year or the year right after. So, you getting rid of Kelsey? Because I highly doubt that. I can see them getting rid of Tyreek, but you ain't getting rid of Travis Kelsey. Like, that's his boy. You know what I mean? So I'd have to take a look at it in details, Scotty. That's a great question. So we'll definitely discuss it for sure, probably on Thursday. Um, but yeah, man, what a great show! Yeah, I gotta toot my horn. Toot toot. It was a great show. Definitely love the discussion we've had today, guys. Appreciate the Q&A session because that was great. Being able to get you guys' questions and answering them. And honestly, if you enjoyed this show like I did, because I know I did, do me a favor real quick. If you're watching it live or if you're catching the replay, please hit that like button and subscribe. Guys, we're so close to 1,000 subscribers that we can just smell it. You know what I mean? So help out the channel. Continue to be part of our family here with Miss Fins. Hit that like button, subscribe, let all your friends know, your mothers, your grandmothers listen. Yes, you're getting permission from me, Miss Fins. Take your grandmother and your grandfather's phone, help them with their email, and go subscribe to Miss Fins. Okay, that's it. And put the notifications. You know what I mean? That way they can see us every morning. Oh, guys, I hope again, happy Father's Day to all you fathers out there. Definitely, definitely. You guys make the world go around, and I appreciate each and every single one of you guys. You fans are the best, absolutely the best, and that's what it makes it happen. I can't wait till we get to 1,000 subscriber giveaway because I'm gonna really enjoy giving you guys this giveaway. You know what I mean? And as always, you already know, put in all your comments in the comment section. I want to read them and I reply to every single one of them. But remember to keep it clean. This is our public service announcement. Keep it clean, thanks. Previous kids always think, because we like to keep it fun and clean for the family, guys. Again, thank you so much for coming through. Again, this is Miss Fins. I'm back to regularly scheduled Tuesdays and Thursdays. Today I was a little off because I woke up to my AC not working and I was sweating bullets. So my bad. But guys, again, thank you so much for coming through. I appreciate each and every single one of you guys. If you're catching the replay, thank you so much. Go ahead and check out the other shows. We have some great, great, great topics that we've discussed so far in this off season. Go ahead and check them out because I think you're really gonna enjoy them too. Again, this is Miss Fins, ladies and gentlemen. I am Miss Fins. Whoa, what am I doing? Completely forgot my signature move. Because y'all know I love my music and my outro. So, yeah. But like I always say, guys, we win together, we lose together. Dolphins for life. Okay? And we're going to continue this puppy. We're going to continue to have fun. I got more stuff for you coming on Thursday. Thank you guys for coming through. It'll be 8 a.m. I'll make sure I'm there at 8 a.m. But thank you so much for coming through again, guys. This is Miss Fans. Love all of you guys. And again, happy Father's Day to all the fathers. I will see you on Thursday at 8 a.m. Thank you so much. Take care and bye-bye.